What's going on, everybody? Hope you had a fantastic day. Tonight, I wanted to hop in and help answer some questions we've been getting about our upcoming profitable estimating course. So, if you're ready to take your business to the next level and leave your competition in the dust, well, get ready, grab a pen, grab some paper, and pay attention here. So, we got some exciting news. We have this great course. It's coming up. It's called the Profitable Estimating Course, and it's going to help you create estimates that are going to blow your competitors away because you're going to be able to put your estimates together very quickly based on your business's numbers. That is the biggest thing. And you don't have to do this and don't think you have to be like a mathematician or a wizard to come up with all this stuff. No, we make it very simple for you using our calculators and going through all these courses, and we make it so simple, so quick and easy that you're going to be able to put together all your numbers within 2 days and be able to put together a profitable estimate based again on your business's numbers. So hop in, ask any questions about this. It's going to be a great time here. I got a beer. We're going to chill out. We're going to relax, and let's talk about numbers. Let's talk about estimating and how much time you take putting together estimates and how many customers are losing because it's taking so much time. So join in, guys. I want this to be a kind of interactive event, and I do want to help encourage you to look at your business, whether you do our course or not, but you have to take a look at your numbers. The numbers are the only thing that is going to make a difference in your business. If you just kind of guess or use like the multiplier method of taking the materials and multiplying by 2, or you're just guessing how much your equipment is costing you and guessing how much your teams are costing you, then you're going to be losing out. One thing we need to think about is we need to be making money on every single job, every system or every single estimate we do out there. We need to be planning to make a profit. And when I say planning to make a profit, I'm not just talking about, well, I may win on this one. And, if everything goes all right, I got everything in the estimate and I know my costs, then maybe I'll make money. No, you need to be very, very positive in yourself and putting these numbers together. And the only way to do it, again, is by just looking at your business, looking at your numbers, and coming up with a plan and how you're going to put it all together. And this is something we see many, many landscapers struggle with over and over again because they're just not sure how to put these numbers together, where the numbers come from, or how do you even get the numbers. And this is all the stuff that we go over in our profitable estimating course. So I'd love to have you guys be part of this. And again, tonight I wanted to just open up to allow you to ask questions. I'm going to go over a few questions that we have received and just try to help answer, because if other people have these questions, I'm sure others out there do too. So one of the things was, how long is the course? This course is actually going to be a 2-day live event. It's happening January 21st and 22nd. However, you have lifetime access to the recording that we do of the actual 2-day event. Plus, you have lifetime access, I should say, to the courses that go along with it. So we'll just say you miss out like the first half a day of the live event. I get it. We're busy. We have things going on. We have kids and all that good stuff. Well, again, you can go back, watch a recording of the 2-day live event, or you can go through our courses that take you step by step through the whole process of figuring out what your equipment's costing you, what your overhead's costing you. And so, yeah, you have access to this all the time. So it's not just like if you miss the course, you can't make it those 2 days, you still have access to it. So that was one of the questions that we get. The other question was, sorry, I'm going through my list here. One of the question is what do you get when you sign up? Again, it's the 2-day live event. So you'll be able to hop in during those 2 full days. It starts at 9 a.m., goes to about 3 o'clock on Sunday. It's a little bit shorter on Sunday, but it's 2 full days, and you'll have access to those 2 full days. Plus, you're going to get all our plug and play calculators. So we make it super, super simple for you to basically put in. We'll take the equipment calculator, for example. You're going to be able to put in what your equipment costs you, what Your maintenance is what your tires cost you, what your fuel costs you. And that's obviously a huge one. And you'd be able to put together a price per hour for that piece of equipment. So there's no more guessing of how much I should be charging for my equipment just because I don't know. I don't know. I get if you go out and rent the equipment, you know what it's costing you. However, if you purchase equipment, you're just kind of guessing a lot of times if you need to be charging for your equipment. Just to kind of use some simple numbers, people have gone through the course and people we've helped through our consulting. A weed eater costs between $2,500 to $3,000 per year to run. And you're thinking, no way, there's no way this run. Sorry, I just hit my chair. There's no way it costs that much. Well, you sit down, you start looking at what your fuel is costing you. And obviously, it's been crazy high this past year. You start looking at some of the maintenance, the cost of it and the cost to replace it, because at some point you're going to have to replace that spin turbine. It's going to last only a couple of years, so you have to replace it. So you have to be putting some money away for it. So we have to take and consider inflation. So that's just one example. We had one person that went through the course, and they were just shocked that their truck they drove around mainly for estimates cost them $7,000 per year in fuel, just just for fuel. And they were kind of blown away. And these are the numbers that if you aren't charging for and not accounting for in your estimating system, you're losing out. So we hate to see landscapers go out of business because they just don't know the numbers. It's more than likely most of the people that go out of business is because they just don't have the financial resource behind them. They don't have the money in the bank. You guys are such hard workers. You bust your ass all year long, and then you go to the accountant and you turn your taxes in, and they're like, oh, you didn't make any money this year. You're like, where'd it go? I've been working hard. Maybe I'm doing some job costing and it shows I'm making money on the jobs. Where did it go? And I mean, this is a whole nother topic, but a lot of times those accountants can't tell you. They're not sure. They give you some ideas. You just need to raise your rates. Well, how much do you raise your rates? They don't give you all the resources. That's why it's so important to have a great accountant. And that's a whole nother topic for another day. But again, you bust your ass all year long and you don't have any money in the bank, and you're like, where did it go? What happened to it? Well, a lot of times it's because you're not charging enough for all your cost of running your business. Again, it's that equipment, not charging for that weed eater that's out there. It's costing $2,900 or $3,000 a year to run. The blowers are about the same price. It's crazy. And we have to be charging for it. And using our plug and play equipment costing calculator, you easily be able to tell you what you need to charge per hour, and you can easily apply it to your estimates. And that's just one example. We have our overhead calculator. So you'd be able to put in what it's costing you to run your business, the back end type of things. So, your rent, your utilities, your marketing, your professional fees. So if you have a accountant, you have a attorney, a lawyer, what have you, your memberships to the NALP, any of those memberships that you belong to, any donations you do, all that is overhead, and you need to be accounting for it. This is something that personally has hurt us early on in our business because we weren't charging for it. We didn't know how to charge for it. We knew we had these costs. Yeah, absolutely. You have these back end costs, but how do you account for it? Well, we have our tool inside the academy, our overhead budgeting tool, that you'll be able to figure out what it's costing you, and we can show you how to accurately account for all those overhead costs. Another cost that we see many landscapers get wrong is understanding what it costs for their labor. And I mean, most of you know that you have if you're from the States, it's the FICA, the FUTA, the SUTA, those types of things. You have your workman's comp rate. You may get that, but there's other things too. And we have a calculator in there. Again, it's all plug and play. You put in what you pay for your people, whatever you're paying them. You put how many hours they're working, on average. And then you put in the FICA FUTA is pretty standard, but whatever you pay for SUTA, and if you have any local taxes, general liability, workman's comp, anything like that, you put that in there, and it's going to tell you what it's costing you. But we actually go beyond that. We have other things in there that we count for, such as uniforms, if you give boot allowances, PPEs, safety glasses, gloves, hats, shirts, all those types of things. Paid time off, if you have retirement plans, anything like that, health insurance, if you offer any of that, that's part of labor burden. So again, these are some of the things that we see many, many landscapers not account for or not sure how to account for. So again, we've created these very simple tools. You punch in your numbers and it's going to tell you what you need to charge for that. It's going to put it all, and then we can put all that information together. So now we have our labor, we have our equipment, we have our overhead. Those are some of the key numbers we need to know. Now, obviously, materials, that's kind of being without said here tonight. But those key numbers are the key numbers that we see many landscapers just not understand how to put together, or how to apply it to their estimates. We see many things of such as factoring. They'll take the materials, multiply by a certain number, 2, 3, whatever. And sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. But it doesn't take account for many different factors that goes on to your landscaping business. Just if you're just taking that type of thing, if you have a job that you're putting something in the front yard and you pull the truck right to it, easy, unload it, do your job. What if you have to go in the backyard? You have to go through the garage to get to it. Because I personally have to do this. I had to drive through this garage and go through the man door, and we had a wheelbarrow, everything in the back. Well, obviously, that's taken 10 times longer. And if you're doing the same price for the front as the back, you're losing money probably. So it's one of the things that you have to understand your costs. You have to understand how to put it all together. And this is what we give you inside the estimating course that we have coming up. Again, the course is happening January 21st and 22nd for those who are just joining us. We would love to have you part of it. We have an amazing deal going on right now. You get $200 off if you sign up by tomorrow at midnight. After midnight, it goes up to the full price. So you take advantage of it. Get in there. It's $1,000,000landscaper.com/early bird. Take advantage of that $200 discount. It's going away again at midnight tomorrow night. Take the time to learn your numbers, learn how to put it all together. And this is what we teach you inside this course. So the first day, this is what we're going over. We're going over all those main numbers in your business and helping you figure out how to apply that to your business. So we have a full day of discussion of this. The second day, we're taking all those numbers and we're applying it to an estimating system, and we're giving you the estimating system. The nice thing about our estimating system is totally customizable to your business. So whether you're doing lawn maintenance, irrigation, landscaping, fertilization, whatever, you can tailor it towards your business. So what if you do a little bit of everything? You can put it in there. And again, it's just taking those numbers, putting it in there. And the nice thing, once it's in there, you have all the overhead in there, you have equipment in there, you have your labor in there. It's literally just taking the time to put your material in there and the time it's going to take to install it. And just to give you an example, one member that just went through this course, they just did a landscape lighting bid. It was a $50,000 bid. And they went out there, they drove a long distance to get out there. They were able to put the bid together. I don't remember exactly, like 10 to 20 minutes. He said it was a $50,000 bid and he won the job because he was able to do it very quickly and on the spot. Imagine if you went out to a job and you go out there and you look at the job and like, oh, I got to go back. I got to figure all this stuff up. Wouldn't it be nice just to be able to go look at it, sit in your truck, go in their house, whatever it is, and put together all the numbers and give them the price right then and there? You're about guaranteed. If you're out there, you're getting the customer all pumped up, you're getting them excited about this project, whatever you're doing, their eyes are all lit up and you're like, it's going to be 3 or 4 days before I get back to you. Well, that excitement is just going down, 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 down. And by that third day, maybe they change their mind. You're like, you know what? I'm just not interested right now. You work so damn hard to get that customer, and then you go out there and you get them all pumped up, and then you lose a sale because of that. So you have an estimating system that you can quickly put together a price for a customer. You are going to increase your chances of closing that sale that day and making that sale. So it's a no-brainer. The other nice thing we see many people that go through our programs is they are so much more confident in their numbers. So when they go out to the customer, they know their bottom dollar. They know I can't go any lower than this dollar. And it shows you in there your break-even point with overhead. And if I go lower than this, I'm losing money. So our clients that go through this program are so much more confident in when they go out there. Sorry, just somebody hopped in and says, for anyone on the fence about joining the Million Dollar Academy, jump at the opportunity, especially with $200 off. I've been a member for now for 2 years. It's one of the best investments made. So I appreciate whoever hopped in. I'm sorry, it just shows Facebook user, but I thank you for that. Yeah, definitely take advantage of this if you're looking to get in that course. It's an amazing course. It's definitely going to help you set you apart from your competitors. So again, going back to some of the questions. So what do you get? You get all the calculators. You get the live event that we're having the January 21st, 22nd. And then you have lifetime access to these courses. So you can go back anytime. You know, if you have a question about labor and you question about this or that, you can go in there and watch the course. It takes you through a step-by-step course and shows you exactly what you need to do with this. That was Joe Marsh. Okay, Joe, appreciate you being here. So Joe, yeah, Joe's been a great member. He's definitely improving his business by going through here. So again, thank you, Joe. Appreciate that. So let's see. We went over what's in there. What do you get? Trying to remember what else where I left off at. Well, anyhow, sorry, long day. So again, guys, I encourage you to check out this program. It's something that can definitely turn your business around. And again, if you work all your butt off all year long, you get to the point you don't have any money in the bank. You're like, where did it go? I've been working. Where did it all go? Or you're like, this industry doesn't make you money. It's just the way it is. No, it's not. It's not that way it is. If you start looking at any successful landscape business owner out there, they know their numbers. They know what they need to charge, and they are doing well for themselves. Now, of course, there's always ups and downs through, for recessions and all that crap. I'm not getting into that, but they know their numbers. They know what they need to charge. And the only way doing that is actually spend the time and spend the effort. And you have two choices. You can just keep doing what you're doing and keep busting your butt and just struggling and not be able to do what you want to do with your life, not take those family vacations or not be able to get away or just not be able to buy the new equipment you want. Or you can spend some time, spend a weekend with us and learn your numbers and turn your business around. So I encourage you guys, check out the $1 Million Academy profitable estimating course. It's definitely something that can definitely help your business. So this is a one-time course. It just goes over that stuff. Now we do have, I'm sure you've heard of it, our $1 Million Academy. Our academy is another program that we have. It is a month-to-month basis. You do get all of that stuff plus more. So there's a lot more inside there, and that's where we have our one-on-one consulting. We do weekly group coaching. So tonight we had a group coaching, and tonight we talked about sales processes and what you need to do to create a great sales process for your landscape business. So those are the types of things we do. We also have a live Q&A. And again, this is all inside our $1 Million Academy, which is different than the profitable estimating course we're talking here. So just to kind of clarify that. So again, it was somebody else asked about, what do you have access to inside the numbers program? So you have courses that are go over how to read your profit and loss statement over your balance sheet. We talk about, again, all the labor and equipment costs and all that stuff. We talk about production hours. We talk about how important it is to estimate using production hours. There's so many benefits that we don't have time. That could be a whole nother episode on this, but production hours are so important to bid as and to build your crews, more information. So we do have talks about that. And then we have the different estimating systems inside there. We teach a few different estimating systems to recover that overhead, to be able to charge for all those back end things. And down to the penny what you need to charge. So we have all that stuff, and it's all laid out for you. Basically, you just punch in some numbers and it tells you what you need to charge the customer. So we can't make it any easier for you. And again, it's just so nice because it's very affordable. It is very customizable. You can do whatever you need to do for your bidding. So let me know if you have any questions about this upcoming estimating course. It is definitely something that could be well worth your time, well worth your effort to go through and figure it out. Again, you just basically, you have two choices. You can just sit around doing what you've been doing, struggling, or you can spend a weekend with us, learn your numbers, and have the life, have the business that you have always wanted. There's no more guessing. You're no more wondering, will I make money on the job? this is what's going to get you to that next level. This is where you're going to get you to be able to afford that new equipment, to afford to give your people raises, to afford to take that vacation because you have money in the bank to go on that vacation. This is what's going to get you there. And 2 days is this is the very affordable program. There's other programs out there that cost thousands of dollars to go to, plus your travel time and hotel and food and all this stuff. You can do this from your office, from your home, and go through this course. Yes, I understand it's a weekend, but most landscapers are busy during the week. So we wanted to have it on a weekend where you can and you can do it at home if you needed to. So again, have any questions, let me know in the comment section. I'd love to help you understand stuff. And if you're not even interested in the numbers course, have questions about what I'm talking about here or about labor, post them in the comments and we'll get you answered. Couple just quick things about the course. You're going to be able to create accurate and profitable estimates that's going to help you win more bids and help grow your business. You're going to be able to plan for the equipment costs and budget for your overhead, figure out what your employees are costing you and any other expenses that ensure your financial success. So you're going to be able to understand what your financial position is in your business so you can make those better decisions and plan for your future growth. And I know there's many software programs out there and they are all great. I'm not going to knock any of them. They can definitely help you. You just may not be there financially at this point to be able to afford this. And this is another cost effective tool that can help you do this. Now, the nice thing is this tool is going to be, once you know this stuff, you can apply that easily to any of those bigger name companies out there. So if you decide you want to go to SyncedUp's an amazing piece of software that can help streamline you. But I've heard from people that just you can't afford it yet. Well, this is another option you can do that's going to help you teach all that stuff you need to know when it comes time that you can afford that SyncedUp software and streamline things. You can easily apply it because you know it. You have the back end, you have the knowledge of it. So again, spend a little time with us, get the education, change your life, change your business by getting in here. Again, it's happening January 21st, 21st and 22nd. You'll get lifetime access. You get the plug and play calculators. You get all the estimating systems. It's really a no brainer. So I'd love to have you guys in here. Let me know if you have any questions about anything. Other than that, I hope you guys are having a great year. You're setting yourself up. I hope you got some great goals. Everybody's concerned about the recession. I understand, but let's not participate in it. Let's not take part of it. Let's set your business up. Let's take it to the next level. Let's learn your numbers and let's grow together. All right, guys, I hope you have a great night and we'll be talking to you soon.